2. We're live.
Hi, everyone.
Woo.
Welcome to the Quelmar realm, to Rulebenders and Avatar Legends actual play of the iconic new game by Magpie Games, featuring all of us. Let's go ahead and do some introductions. Still waiting on one of our players right now, who I'm about to send a very kind and loving Facebook message to. Just kidding.
It's gonna be scathing. I never get to use that word. I wanted to use that word. So
F's in the chat for Bree. Where is Bree? While I do that, let's say hi and who we are.
Hi.
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 Okay, I guess we can do it one at a time. Each person say your name one at a time.
Brendan.
Alphabetically? Yeah. Oh yeah.
English.
Connor.
Rose.
This is a bad way to do this.
I love it. No, this is amazing.
I don't think that
Bree's here.
producer-
Hey. Bree's in the chat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 5. Another.
as a
Bree, you're
as
in.
a producer of this stream, I think this was a bad way to do intros.
Nah, this is good actually.
I love that your definition of good is the same as my definition of bad.
Whoa, dang.
What did I miss? Oh Lord!
So, does that mean
Accurate.
Connor's bad is like your absolute never? Like it's like oh, this is bad. You're like, oh, we need to leave. We need to get out of
Bad
this
is
restaurant.
abysmal. Bad is
We need to.
we have descended into the underdark. There is no turning back or coming back.
Rose, next thing you're gonna tell me is that growing a mullet is a bad idea.
It
And I
is.
can't
oh no!
believe-
I'm
No.
gonna
I
tell you
can't
that.
believe
No,
it.
I think
too.
it's a great
Terrible
idea.
See? It's
Oh,
so
no.
I think
good.
it's a life
Connor,
choice.
no! Don't do this.
Have you ever had a mullet before?
No, never.
All right, then
Why-
I approve of it.
Oh, get out
I-
of here, foxes.
I feel like
Get.
I'm not going to tell you what to do.
I'm trying
And
to
that's where I'm
steer
going to end
into
that
a very
sentence. Hi guys,
specific
let's come
setting.
back. We're coming back. We're refocusing. We're pulling our strings of
Lord.
energy and we're
Yeah, none of us
sucking
have
them.
ADHD at all.
sucking them. Look,
None of us.
let's make gross ASMR sounds. Don't.
I was about
You were
to say.
so
Don't.
you have no idea who you're fighting.
You just
Those are my like
After I did it, I was like, oh, people can hear this. Oh, they can
What I
probably
want
hear
us
it.
to
government
actually do-
killer activation codes for me.
Do I need to start doing those focused attention getters that I do with my first and
With
second?
a card? I was about to be like, with a card? You'd be like, is everyone paying
When I do
attention?
this is the quiet coyote.
See?
That's a llama.
Yeah.
Use this symbol.
It
You
is.
put your hand like this.
This is a llama.
You're llama me crazy.
Happy llama, sad llama, big fat
Like-
bad llama.
Okay, no, let me explain. This is the quiet coyote. For the purposes of this, if you see the quiet coyote, you put the quiet coyote on your hand and you close your mouth. Let's practice, everybody. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to instead introduce ourselves. I'm going to start. Hi, everyone. My name is Rose. I use she, her pronouns. I play Atman, your friendly, not so friendly neighborhood waterbending razor who is sad because she used to be evil, but not anymore. She's like rehabilitating. So we love her for that. She also uses she, her pronouns. And I really like my favorite hiking gear is hiking boots.
What?
That's our prompt. That's our prompt.
Rose,
Wait, what
Rose,
is-
can I suggest something?
No.
Something? I accept that
Wait,
answer.
what was your item though? I didn't hear.
Hiking boots because I have a pair of hiking boots that I really like. You're saying your favorite Your favorite nature gear, camping, hiking, whatever.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna popcorn.
Oh fuck! Sorry. Okay.
I feel your judgment. But we gotta get through this.
Yeah.
Get through the torture or get through your statement.
Get through the torture. Get through the
Torture.
torture of introducing ourselves.
Wait. Who did you go to next?
Connor.
Oh, me. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Or should we call him Mullet Man?
As as Rose told you. As Rose told you, I am Connor. I use he, him pronouns. I'm the GM, and my favorite piece of hiking equipment is a water bottle because I like to stay hydrated at all times. I'm constantly hydrated.
I love that for you, Bree.
Well, as someone who doesn't like to go outdoors,
No, you introduce yourself.
oh, that part. I'm Bree. I use she, her pronouns. I'm Chaos Incarnate as a firebender, and I'm playing Alva, also she, her. And, nature.
You don't have to like nature. You can just say nothing.
My favorite thing about nature is being able to bring snacks.
Snacks are good.
That's a good equipment. Always bring some freaking jerky.
Y'all know about pemmican?
Who?
Pemmican.
Is
It's
that
something
like-
I remember reading about as a kid in a history book. It's like animal fat mixed with cranberries.
Oh.
They're like
Yes,
Yeah.
I do know about
it's
this.
haunting.
Immortal beings.
Brendan, it's your turn.
Do these things.
Hi, I'm Brendan. I play Mudder, an earthbender, a mudbender, and we both use he, him pronouns. And my favorite thing to bring hiking is my backpack, because then you can put everything else in there.
Brilliant. If you want, Lich, you can just say whatever other question you wanted to say. and
No
answer
worry, I
that.
was going to, because like the can was for everyone else. The me was going to do what I was going to do. Thank you, Rose, for saying that out loud, because hello there. My name is the Lich O'Moy. Nice to meet you. I will be playing Bayless, the Earthbender. Playing with a little bit of flesh and a little bit of body part, doing earthbending things, all that thing. My favorite thing of sports utility, because I ain't gonna go outside and do no kind of hiking. The only kind of hiking I've done is because when a significant other has literally said, "We gotta go hiking, baby," and like and they're like, "But you love chaos, don't you? You love it?" I'm like, "All right, whatever." But I like sport equipment, cleats. I like cleats. Because the concept of cleats is so unique and so like grabbing, because there's such a variety of how they could play
They
into
are
like,
grabbing.
Yeah.
That's what they do. You grab the earth.
I like that
Like this.
answer, Lich. That's a good answer.
Thank you,
So,
Rose.
Now you know who we are, but you don't know who Arkenforge is.
Rose.
Or
My
your
old pal
founder,
Arkenforge.
John Arkenforge, who
You
We
may
gotta
have
do
heard
this in
of
the future.
is
Stephen
on the run
Jonathan Arkenforge
from the
from the
U.S.
Master's
Postal
Toolkit.
Inspectors,
Stop.
but not for anything illegal.
Arkenforge is the all-in-one toolkit for game masters to run games in person or online. Use the code the Forge for $5 off your purchase of the Master's Toolkit today.
God, that
And
was
there's
so
also
good.
a link to the
That's such
free
a good
trial. There's also a link to the free trial in the description box below. Did I do something wrong?
So
I'm
please,
just- I'm-
please get that free trial so that John Arkenforge, the founder of Arkenforge, can clear his name in front of the U.S. Postal Inspectors, who are unjustly trying to apprehend him because he got entangled in like a whole Count of Monte Cristo thing. It's too complicated to explain.
He really needs John
Yeah.
Arkenforge really needs the money to
Yep.
pay for his legal fees.
Yep, from the U.S. Postal Inspectors. Because again, Count of Monte Cristo stuff. It's above my head. He was
These
trying
are
to
the
explain it to me.
mortals that I enjoy every Wednesday of other.
So, so the one other
I
thing I
can't.
want to say really quick is that I was talking to a student a couple weeks ago, and unprompted, she described mint as spicy.
Whoa!
Wow.
Whoa!
Wow.
All right.
Go
All
ahead,
right.
bring us
No.
back up, Rose. You're gonna bring this back up.
Everybody.
Unprompted.
Go ahead, roll
Right?
the title sequence.
Uh,
You're gonna bring
I-
us back.
One
Brett.
and
I would say it's like pointy.
Are we back?
Yeah.
we're back.
So previously on Rulebenders,
Yeah.
Our
Previously.
our party of adventurers had made their way on a journey into the Eagle Rock, where they had faced all sorts of varying challenges, including but not limited to Nalva's ex-lover / no, I'm just kidding.
What?
I don't think
What'd she
that was
say?
established.
That was just a fan
What's
fiction
he
that was
saying?
between us, Rose.
Nalva's
My head
friend.
so fast.
Now,
Nalva.
Va.
Okay, all right, we ride, including but not limited to one of Nalva's nemesises from her schooling days. And in
Nemesis?
addition,
Nemesis.
That makes sense.
Sorry.
we're gonna try that again.
Sorry,
We're gonna try
Rose.
that again. We faced varying challenges, including but not limited to an old enemy of Nalva, a rogue school teacher dressing as a bird person who was doing
Jesus
vigilante
Christ.
Batman style crimes, but in like a kind of a good way, who we befriended, and just varying evergreen shenanigans that were happening all throughout the town. We discovered that they were commandeering a dragon egg from the nearby swamp, and that Baelis's cousin, Tarragonathan, was spearheading an operation to find the Circle of Favor, which is the bones of an ancient spirit that feed on imbalance in the world. Therefore, Tarragonathan must be stopped, because in truth, should his mission come to pass, it will upset the balance in the entire realm. I'm going to pass it off to Connor.
Yeah. Do I have my session notes? I do. Okay. Never mind. Yeah. Okay.
We are the flakiest group of flakes.
I know. It's so
The
hilarious.
flakiest.
That
You gotta eat them flakes to taste them flakes, right?
I
It's the
unironically do love frosted flakes, but who
I
couldn't?
do love frosted flakes.
They're covered
Honey
in
nut
sugar.
frosted flakes.
They're all. It's just I think like 30% corn and then 70% sugar. And
Cereal
corn,
is dope.
yeah,
That's
it
for
is.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And back to our
Magic
cereal
Spoon
series.
sponsor us.
yeah, back to our serialized stream. I did it. Let's see. So when we last left off, Nalva and Atman had separated from Mutter and Bayless to go visit the elementary school to see if the banana peach fever. I don't want to say the word pandemic, but
illness, viral.
Yeah, there was
look.
virus. That's so good. Had in fact been cured, as the Onyx Osprey had promised to do, and it had been. And in the process of doing that, you all had discovered that Miss Toko is actually the Onyx Osprey and the teacher for all these kids. Meanwhile, Bayless and Mutter had just finished semi-interrogating / feeding Naova's former rival, Kaomitsu. So I think I want to open on... Oh, no, that's right. Because I think in the very last scene, it was the four of you all meeting back up in front of the Evergreen Pharmacy as they were like kind of sifting through the wreckage and trying to clean up the explosion that you all caused last night. So as we rejoin with the group, I think that's where we're going to open on, is the four of you standing in the crowd of Eagle Rockians, Eagle Rockites, Eagle Rockonians, Eagle Roctopi. There it is. So you're standing in front of amongst the Eagle Roctopi, and
Eagle Rockupants.
Oh, that's
Asians.
so good. Eagle Rockupants is so good. Okay. Yeah. And there are murmurs amongst the crowd of, who could have caused this. I didn't even hear anything last night. People saying, well, I did hear something. I investigated it and I think I know who did it. And they're clearly lying, because that's just how people in small towns talk.
I want to be noticed. I want to be the best person in
I
this
know
field.
who did it. It was old man McGillicuddy. He was drinking on his tractor again, plowed right through the pharmacy, just like last summer. Eagle Rock is a dark village of just unspoken tragedy. No, it's not. It's pretty normal there.
Batman did visit though.
Yeah, but that was like 100 years ago, so they've basically forgotten. So, but yeah, so you all hear Tarragonathan shouting orders to some of the Evergreen Pharmacy personnel. You're gonna spill it. Don't knock it all over, and make sure you guard, or make sure you and he's trying to roundabout sort of instruct the employees to not reveal too much of the secret sub basement below the pharmacy. So what are you all doing as this is all happening?
Do we recognize the voice? Is this Tarragonathan or is this someone random?
Oh yeah, no, Tarragonathan is definitely there. And I think who was it? Keith ran away. You all convinced Keith to leave town. He's gone. He's not here anymore. Keith was the pharmacy worker who I kind of ad-libbed. He was just a guy who was
He's just Keithing it together.
Yeah, he's
That's
Nice.
That's the name of his spin-off series.
Well,
Stop. Absolutely
he's
not.
part of my allies now, my official
That's
allies.
right. You did actually make friends with Keith. That's right. Yeah.
Keith and them in the books, aren't you? Yeah.
Well, there's three things that we need to, or there's there's a multi-layered thing here. We need to stop them from getting the dragon egg.
One.
We need to make this place seem inhabitable so they won't come back, right? Or
No, because they'll just terraform it.
Okay, yeah, that's why it's a challenge, because it would be hard for us to do that. Not necessarily impossible though. I'm sorry, this is more out of character. I'm just trying to remember what things we have to do. So there's
Right.
Oh, if you want reminders of stuff, I'm probably allowed
what are our goals coming into this situation?
Well, there's the dragon egg, and then there's the second half of that
The circle of favor.
Circle of
There's
favor.
also the fact that we have to get the avatar out of the mirror.
3.
I was like at
Well,
Eagle
I
Rock.
meant
The
like right
situation
now,
is the
like today. Like, what can we do today?
yes.
Oh,
The
today.
Eagle Rock
Dragon.
situation is the egg and the formulation of that second part.
Maybe
Of,
if
like,
we
the-
make enough of an example out of Tarragonathan, they won't come back.
They will literally send forces because Tarragonathan was defeated.
Yeah, I think that might backfire. Oh, I think that might backfire.
Because like
Oh,
the
definitely.
instant that you're doing a good thing, like for an evil company, you're like a good evil company employee, and like you get taken out, people are gonna ask, how did Billy get taken out? Who took out Billy?
Well,
Like,
It was
Tarragonathan is part of the family, so I think they're
so
gonna
then what
retaliate.
do we do? So then what do we do to make them go away?
We make it look
I
like a
don't-
mistake.
But that won't make them
Is
go away. They'll just
admin assessing the
fix it.
situation?
Yeah, I'm gonna assess
Oh.
the situation as they're like kind of talking about this and talking about rebuilding. I don't have my dice. Hold on.
Oh, you don't
Admin's
have
been like the
six?
math meme.
2d6? I don't have 2d6 either.
I only have 1d6.
I only have my 2d6 that stuck.
Ever
Oh,
since
no.
that night, I have it literally attached to my desk through a magnet and metal. So
Okay.
Whoa, that's pretty rad.
That's,
All right,
that's,
let me
that's
get
very good.
my lucky dice. Hold on, guys. And I mean, you guys know me. I can't roll good to save my life, but I gotta at least set myself up for success.
Yeah.
I believe I have a condition that affects this negatively.
Don't we all have conditions at
Oh
this
no,
point?
I don't have angry. So
I
I'm
am
good.
pure of heart, good
I'm gonna
sire.
assess the situation.
Oh wow!
What do I?
Goodness, you all. Well, none of you have fatigue because you all rested last night. So
Yeah.
Miracles!
you were all
I'm
super.
rolling with creativity.
Yes.
I have none of that, and
Yeah,
I
that
rolled a 5.
Oh.
Hmm.
Wow.
So that's a fail.
Ooh. Okay.
Anything that can help that? Can I help her?
There's no way.
You. Well, let's
Every
see.
2
So,
people would have to.
was it a 5? Well, actually, which do you have a condition that affects that?
No.
Which condition? Oh, okay. So you okay. So it's just a 5, which means that you would need to be lifted up by 2 to get a mixed success. So it would take assistance from 2 people.
I'd help with that.
I shall also help with the things.
Okay, that makes it a partial success. That's probably good because we are standing in a crowd of people. I think the consequences of that failure would have been bad.
Ah, nonsense. They'd have been fun. I mean,
Nah.
fun can be bad too. It's not mutually exclusive.
I guess my question
Have
is, maybe I should have done my I'm a people person.
Oh,
I'll do
yeah.
that next. Can I do that next on Tarragonathan because I'm watching him order
Sure.
people around? Okay, so my assess the situation question is going to be wait, actually, can I ask that question after I do the I'm a people person thing?
Probably, yeah. You can
I'm gonna
hold. You can
hold
hold
my
the question. Yeah.
I'm gonna hold my question and then I'm gonna zero in on Tarragonathan. And I'm just gonna watch the way that he kind of orders people around and like
Ooh.
the like meticulousness, almost like down to like the muscle density, that the way like he twists his hand, like and like just like seeing every single minute facial expression. And my razor move, I'm a people person. When you watch someone interact with another person, roll with focus.
Ooh.
Okay, let's.
And you have focus, so
That's all I can do. That is a 9.
Oh, okay. So you get to ask one question, and then you get to, like with us, assess, take one forward when acting on the answers. So
I would like to know how are you vulnerable to me?
Ooh, good one.
So, I think as you're watching, you're able to kind of sift and weave through the crowd and get a little bit closer to see him. And he puts like a clipboard down on a pile of rubble, and you're able to lean in from where you are without drawing too much attention to yourself. And you see that he has a list of response options in some sort of like emergency plan, probably documentation from Evergreen. And already crossed off the list is radio for more assistance. And he has filled in a time for when they're projected to arrive, and it's tomorrow at dawn.
Ooh.
So the way that like he's most vulnerable to you is that right now he doesn't have any real backup. Like the people here now are mostly just like pharmacy aides. Like they can fight a little bit, but right now he's kind of alone in terms of like armed response. A lot of like the people working for him right now also listen to Paramore. But a lot of the people working for him right now are just like pharmacy help. And
Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea.
Oh, okay. You do your idea first.
My question that I'm going to ask for my assess the situation, it's a long-term idea.
Oh, okay, mine's a very short-term idea.
Okay, you do your thing first, and then I'll ask my question. I don't want to hog the scene either.
I think my thing might blow everything up, so you go ahead.
Okay.
I will ask before you do your blow up the scene then, because I also have things to do.
Exploring the options might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm about to. I mean, my idea really kicks things off. So everyone else go first.
Okay. So my question then is, because my thought, guys, is that if we can get if we can make this town see what the Evergreens have done wrong,
that's
then
my
they
idea.
won't be able to stay here.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to ask is, what here can I use to expose the Evergreens to the town?
Hanging from sticking out underneath the clipboard on the rubble is a full file that says Swamp Dragon Egg.
Okay.
And that probably has some information on how
Yeah, because that's not part of the goody two shoes pharmaceutical facade.
Oh my God! Stop.
Most good pharmacies have is a dragon egg. Most good pharmacies don't have a dragon egg, or are not looking for one, which is weird because I would think pharmaceutically dragon eggs would probably have a lot of good stuff.
Regenerative properties.
Okay. So then I'll come back and I'm going to say, so what we need to do, there are 3 things we need to do today, before dawn. Stop them from getting the dragon egg. Expose the fact that they wanted the dragon egg at all. And I think we should maybe do it in this order, but I'm not sure. And take down Tarragonathan.
So my idea is take down Tarragonathan.
Wait a second. Dragon egg, get it, and then leave. If we got the dragon egg and left, Tarragonathan would look like a dunce, right? Because they're searching for something, expending resources to get it. And they're trying to get it, right? And if we got it before they got it in a way that they couldn't even perceive that we got it in the first place, then it would look like this whole endeavor that they're using a lot of time, energy, and resources to do is BS.
We lost a
So
Brendan.
maybe
Yeah, we lost.
I want to use my special skill, wait and listen, where you assess the situation while taking the time to use your extraordinary. Blah, blah, blah. You mark -1 fatigue and you roll focus instead of creativity and you become prepared.
Whoa, yeah. Yeah, I like that move.
So I'm like, if we are trying to be petty about this, the best way would be to make it seem like he actually was incompetent. And then even if he did get the resources and they can't find the egg, that's even worse than if there was a battle here. Because then imagine you call for backup. The backup arrives and you're like, all right, we gotta get in here. We gotta see, I'm hearing it in myself now. So
I like this idea.
see, and
Go
then
ahead and
he
roll.
tries to do the bit and he can't because we already have it and we're gone.
I like this idea as long as it rids the town of the influence of ruthless, malintended leaders. I'm happy.
That is a 5 plus whatever my focus is. Give me 1 second.
Pretty good, if I remember. Oh, yes.
2. So that's a 7. Oh, wait. Is it 2? Oh, all right. I rolled 2 dice, right? Is it the added bonus, the both of them added together?
Yes, it's both dice added together.
Then it's actually 7 plus 2, so it's 9.
9. That gives you
I just said the same
one
thing.
question. Which are on the assess the situation move list.
What's my best way through this?
Ooh. Let's see. Best way through. I guess what do you mean by through?
I mean literally to get through this goddamn situation. Like in my head, if I'm planning this, I'm like, damn, what
The
do we
best
have
way
to
through
do?
executing your plan, essentially. Okay.
Yeah, using them great mechanics here.
So if you get that dragon egg file that is here right now, you know the Evergreen Protocol, you know how it all works. They will have documented meticulously every spot that they have searched. And so what you will be left with is all of the places that they have not searched. And that will get you a lot closer to finding that egg.
Is there metal on the clipboard?
There is not. I think it's, well, because I'm trying to imagine what a pre-industrial steampunk clipboard might look like, and I
You
guess
just said
they're
steampunk in that.
Yeah,
Probably
You just said
like
steampunk in that.
It's probably like a slate
but
with like
also
paper on it.
that's true. But also the clipboard does not have the file. Mutter's back. Brendan's back.
Hey,
One and the
not gonna put you
same.
back in.
Oh, no.
I didn't even think that was a thing that could happen, but
Me neither.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither.
I've never
But,
like my phone's gotten
yes,
hot
it is.
before.
So I'm just gonna hold my phone instead of propping it up. So
And if you burn your hand, then you'll know that it's like getting it's getting lit up.
exactly.
This is lit, but not in the way I want it.
Yeah, my phone's on fire right now. Literally, it's on. Oh God. Yeah. So the file is underneath the clipboard. So like so the clipboard has like some metal on it. Because like the clippy part has a spring.
Should I create a distraction real quick?
The thick, loose leaf file, is like that's
I will spin that goddamn clipboard and bring that sheet with me, Connor. You don't play this game. I will do that. I will 1,000%. I took skills to get metal bending for a shit like this.
But
For shit like this.
can you do it subtly?
I don't look
Can
like
I?
Baelish right now.
What if I cause a distraction?
All right, I like it. Can we do that? Can we do the whole like the whole avatar distraction? Get the thing. I'm nowhere
That
to be
sounds
seen. We
pretty
meet up.
Avatar. What's Mutter going to do to distract Tarragonathan?
Can we
Okay,
discuss
here we
before you
go.
do this? Mutter,
I'm gonna
Mutter, though.
shout out loud.
What? Jesus, like we need to plan a thing after the thing. Are we gonna meet up at some?
Nope, no plan. Just do it.
I'm all right. Well, I'm doing it when I see this stupid shit start.
You know the plan. You know the plan.
Yeah, you know close enough. All the
You know
all
the
the
plan.
important
Okay,
parts.
so I'm gonna shout out. I'm gonna get the crowd riled up. I'm gonna get Tarragonathan to be distracted by the crowd, and then you're gonna do metal bending. Snatch up that folder. So it's a combo plan where you get the folder, which gives us the info for the dragon
You're
egg,
saying
and
this
then
part
also we
outside.
begin the turning of the crowd on the Evergreen family. We get the
Okay, so I'm gonna run as soon as I got this thing though, because I want to be able to look through it to make sure I understand.
Yeah, we're
what's
gonna
on
go
it.
to the swamp to get the dragon egg. That's the next point.
All right,
Yeah,
we're meeting
yeah.
at the swamp after this, right?
But like, don't run, because that'll be obvious. Like, sneak away.
Skip.
Is there a meeting place that we can all agree upon to go to so that it's inconspicuous? Because if they see that we're getting the egg information and it's a swamp egg and we all head towards the swamp.
The boat.
There's not time, guys. We have until dawn. We meet at the swamp.
Where's that place y'all went? The place with the person?
The school.
Yes.
I don't want to put the students in danger.
All right, then let's do school adjacent. So like halfway to the school and like the grandma house, right?
That's perfect.
So like,
yes. I say exact coordinates for where we're going to meet.
oh my Jesus Christ.
All right.
I love it.
Rendezvous point. This is
If you're at the school and look towards grandma's house, you'll see us. And you
Atman
would know.
became Jason Bourne in the coolest way.
Oh my God, stop.
Okay.
So we have our plan in motion.
All right. So yeah. So Mutter, go ahead and I think.
All right. I'm gonna use my move. Your rules stink.
That's right. You have some moves.
When you stand up to an adult by telling them their rules are stupid, roll with passion. And I'm gonna shout out, who says we even want the Evergreens here?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
I can't.
Go ahead and roll it.
Oh, that's 5 plus 5, 10 plus passion, 2, 12.
12. So on a hit, they are surprised by your argument. They must shift their balance or offer you a way forward past the rules. On a 10 plus, both. So you shift their balance and they offer you a way forward past the rules. Okay, so what's his principle? Hold on. I've got it written down. Ooh, okay.
Tarragonathan seems like a power struggle in his mind.
Yeah. Tarragonathan.
Can I also learn his principles through this, or is that a different move?
I think that's a different move.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Miss blah blah blah. Your inference. Okay. Yeah. So his balance is shifted, which is both a blessing and a curse in combat. But you'll find out later. It just means that he can do an extra move, but he's also one step closer to getting beaten. So, yeah.
Watch it be community. And he's like, I'm sorry for going against the Evergreen line. I don't want to be excellent.
So, he says, I think, like, he turns around at the sound of your voice, and as it, like, resonates in him, the words that you're speaking, he says, I don't think that you know exactly what you're talking about. Without the evergreens, Eagle Rock is weak. You have nothing to bolster your health or keep you safe from sickness or disease.
Eagle Rock was strong before the Evergreens, and it will be strong after.
Petulant child. No child likes to take their medicine, and yet it does cure their diseases. So, we don't need to be here, but you need us.
Then how come you didn't give the medicine to all those sick kids? Now you do it. Now is when you do it.
I was like, why would you say that as I was like prepping, like mentally, militaristically to get this goddamn thing. It says the school, like we are using that as a point line for our goddamn rendezvous. Why would you say that? And I'm like, I can't fucking stand you, Mother. And I'm like doing the spinning of the notebook so
All
that
right.
like the papers are all contained and then like whipping it so that it's through the door and then to the side where they can't see where it's gone. So I'm like stealing it as I'm trying to like run towards our rendezvous point.
So as much as I think, as much as I know that you would succeed a lot easier on a rely on your skills and training roll, I do genuinely think that this is you pushing your luck in a risky situation. Because
Son of
it
a
is,
bitch.
yeah, it is. This is like a lot of moving parts.
I'm prepared, okay? I'm prepared. I don't know
Like,
what that means for this, but
I
I
think
am prepared.
Yeah, well, prepared. I think you can clear prepared to take +2 on a roll.
That's what I
+4.
think it actually is, and that's why
+4 on
I'm
a roll. Yeah.
gonna use it.
So you could, yeah, but I don't think you have to clear it until after. So
Okay, so
Yeah.
roll 2 dice and combine them to get the score. And what is this creativity?
this is
I
passion.
got no.
This is passion.
Ooh.
I actually have no idea what your passion is.
It's 0. I am
Oh.
very.
Oh, so it's not creativity because that would have been a -1.
That's gonna be a 6.
With the +1
So-
prepared as well.
Take that plus
Oh,
one,
with the-
bro.
So yeah, I'm taking it. So I got a 7 at that
Yep.
point.
So
Neat.
on a hit, you do it, but it costs you to scrape by.
Uh-uh.
Oh, dang.
This is why you take prepared so that like it
And
actually
I
happens
don't
though.
think there's any way for you all to raise that up to a 10.
A
Yeah.
10?
Nope.
7 if all 3 help me, you know.
Yeah.
Even
well,
then,
only
though,
did
there would
not.
still be a consequence. It would
Yeah.
still have a consequence, though, even
That's
if we
true
did
too.
It would.
Yeah, you would just have
Yeah.
another lucky opportunity. I think you are so focused on executing this right that you let your bone bending slip out of your finger,
Oh, the characteristics
and your
of like
face reverts back to normal, and you look just like Bayless.
I was trying to do this from the sideline so that I would not be viewed. That was literally Connor when I
I
was
know.
like in the
Yeah, but they're like it's like a big open area. You like, and so Tarragonathan doesn't see you, but one of the Evergreen employees does.
Can I do a thing? Can I ask you for a GM thing? Can I mark 2 fatigue to not have that happen?
You cannot, unfortunately.
Oh, you
I
said a
create a
2 fatigue! 2 fatigue!
You
Alright,
can-
5.
You can try to do something. You could try to. I mean, a distract. I think so. The Evergreen employee already saw Bayless,
Right.
but
I'm saying, can I make a distraction so he like forgets or like, you know,
Definitely.
does his
Beat him up?
you
The
can.
distraction is like you killing him?
Or-
Um,
Cut out his tongue.
not exactly.
His tongue, the distraction. What was
So-
that? A
So
distraction?
over here,
What if
we
so-
have Mutter and Tarragonathan having their discussion, right? And then over here
Oh my
we have
god.
Bayless like metal bending the file
Clipboard.
over the clipboard to kick the file over to him.
And then Atman and Nalva are just like watching.
as
And
that
now we're
happens,
like, "What is
Who
this
saw
like?"
it?
as Bayless does that, his face reverts back to its normal shape, and that is right when one of the pharmacy employees looks up and makes eye contact dead on with Bayless. And there's just a moment between the two of you as he is realizing who you are. He has not said anything yet, but it does give Nalva and Atman time to try something.
Fire up the crowd.
I would like to
Fire up the crowd?
Stop. Terrorism.
You're talking
I'm like, I just want to
Firebender.
leave.
My first instinct, Admin's first instinct is to kill this person. So I
Tiny
think
little
I'll
ice
watch it.
spear through the.
Shit. I don't see any of this. I'm trying to leave.
Oh no.
It's like,
oh God, what do I want to do?
I do think Atman says like very quietly under her breath, he's been seen by that man over there. Should I whip out his tongue?
the one guy.
No. Why don't you fill it with water and then just like freeze it? So he can't open his mouth.
Freeze his mouth
Yes.
shut. Oh my God,
Yes.
that's brilliant.
I'll do that. I'll freeze his mouth shut.
Excellent.
Oh my
At
God.
the same time, I would love to do some like fireworks or something like that, just so
Yeah.
everyone's
You
attention.
go behind
is
that
like-
house and set off fireworks, and I'll freeze his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh my
so
God.
Like, everyone is thoroughly confused.
Oh my God, I love this plan too much. Okay, so it sounds like what's happening is
This is distraction and action part 2.
yeah.
Also, I just love how what it's gonna look like to Mutter and Bayless is literally just Nalva dips.
I'm running away from the scene. Like, is that DDR? What are you all doing
Remember-
back? No.
Remember the rendezvous point.
Got it.
I'm
So-
already heading there.
I'm
It's
Heading
no
there.
okay, Bayless. You're too far away.
I think what this is going to be, and I'm trying to decide the order of who would act first. It seems like Atman would have to, though.
Yeah, probably.
So, Atman, I think what you need to do is roll to intimidate an NPC into backing off or giving in.
What if it was?
Unless you can think of another move it might be. Because I do think that this could be another move, but I'm not
Okay.
sure.
No, so I'll do it. But when he
When?
can I get
He
a-
dies.
No, hold on.
We're
I'm
gonna
trying to
die.
figure out.
Winning is everything
Nice.
move.
Yeah.
This
Just
does
bloodbend
kind
him.
of seem like a dirty tactics, doesn't it?
Well, you
It is
could
1,000%.
You could definitely make it like dirtier, like a dirtier tactic. Not
Freezing
dirty.
someone's mouth shut is pretty much dirty tactic.
They'll
It
have
does
an
feel
If they're
earhole
not a
in their
bender.
nose.
I do
It's
think
important that we don't get revealed in this moment, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll use well no, because this is for combat, so I
Oh, you're
can't.
right.
I'd say knock him out. I'd say
yeah,
knock
this
him
is a
out.
combat.
Okay, I'm
yeah.
gonna freeze his mouth shut.
Okay.
I guess I'll roll to intimidate an NPC.
Oh, you know what else? Oh, I forgot. This is a part of the main rules now. You can use the combat approaches as well by rolling. So this could technically be not strike.
I mean, I was gonna mark a fatigue to use control instead of
Oh,
Yeah.
instead of my stat anyway.
gotcha. Okay.
So I think it makes sense for it to be intimidating an NPC, but this is a very controlling thing to do.
Yep, I
To
agree.
freeze somebody's mouth shut. So I
For the
feel
greater
like
good
that's
stop.
embracing
It's
that
literally
rule.
the most controlling thing you can do, maybe.
Wild. You can't
Yeah.
talk.
yeah.
That is what we're trying to make you not do.
So
Talk.
I'm gonna mark a single fatigue to use my
Can't.
my control instead of like using that principle instead of whatever the stat. What is the stat for intimidate?
It's actually
Huh?
passion, but yeah, you can live up to your principle, or yeah.
Okay, well I guess that's not that bad. I have a +1.
What's your or
Do I have
your
to roll, can I roll first and then decide?
probably? I
Okay.
think so. Yeah.
And I'll do that.
The rest of the rules are pretty like.
Am I at a disadvantage because I'm afraid? I sure am. So I am gonna use my
Yeah.
principle to make that a straight 0.
Yep.
So this is just a straight roll.
This is like
Aha! 9.
9. Ooh. Okay.
So stressful.
And
Oh,
okay, actually, so before we resolve this, I will say that if now Va's trick move is high enough, or actually, if you take the they stumble option, I'm going to say that +1 can actually be applied to Atman's roll if we want to see now Va roll trick an NPC first.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be right back. But
Okay.
But yeah,
okay.
that could bring it up to a +10.
Okay. Trick an NPC is what again? What? It's plus
That is
what?
creativity.
Oh no. Okay. Well.
Oh no.
Sheesh. I need the good vibes right now, Brendan, not the bad vibes.
You can do it. Probably.
Yeah, it's 12.
Okay, shoot.
Okay.
Okay.
13.
All right.
Whoa.
So I'm
Get
gonna
out of
say
here.
that they stumble means that the +1 is applied to Atman's roll.
Woohoo.
But you also get another option from Trick an NPC.
Ooh. Okay. Right. I have to go to this one that I always forget about. It's called non-combat rules. Ooh, I like they act foolishly.
Ooh, the GM tells you what additional opportunity they give you.
Just sounds so sweet.
So you start setting these fireworks off, and in between yelling at Mutter and directing the other Evergreen employees, you see Tarragonathan lean over to an employee and sort of subtly whisper to him. And the employee, from your vantage point, like behind this alley, you see the employee run behind the building or the wreckage of the building and pick up a very heavy metal case and just like bolt away from here with it.
Haul ass. Yes. Excellent. I want that case. I would like to subtly, because I'm so stealthy, I would like to follow him and be appalled.
Okay, we will come back to that. But
No!
first, let's go back to Atman, who is trying to intimidate the pharmacy employee that recognized Bayless. So
Does that mean I have to like look him in the eye while I freeze his mouth shut? Or
yeah.
Look
I
him
do
in
like
the
that.
eye.
I like that a lot, actually.
that wasn't
Going on
I
today.
wasn't trying to intimidate him in that way.
You
I just
are
wanted
at
not to say anything.
You are at a 10 now, as opposed to the 9 you were at earlier, which means that you get to pick one option that they cannot choose from the
Okay.
intimidate moves list.
Um,
So what's one thing you don't want them to do?
I guess I would love if they didn't attack or run to escape and get back up. I don't want them to get back up. I feel like that's like the main thing is that like we're not trying to start a fight here. So maybe then they don't attack.
I think
With their words either, because they could just say like, "Hey."
If they were to run to escape or get back up, that would mean that they would be leaving the scene. Like,
okay, so then
he wouldn't
have
be
them not
going to
attack.
Tarragonathan saying, like, gesturing to his frozen mouth. He would be like running to
so then
melt.
let's have him that he can't attack us.
Okay, so
leaving the scene.
Ooh, I like all of these options. What are these guys?
So I guess he's like looking around the crowd, like, does anyone else see this guy's face just transform? And he makes eye contact with Chapman. And she's like, I did. And he's like, oh my god, did you see that? And she's like,
And just the finger across the neck. Oh, let's see. Yeah, so he just silently looks back down, but you can tell like he's like and goes back to work, but he keeps side-eyeing all like because now he knows, like he sees you and he sees Bayless and he recognizes Bayless. And he just quietly goes back to work and doesn't open his mouth or draw attention to himself. But every now and then he just side-eyes the both of you and then goes back to like sweeping or whatever, or like shifting rubble out of the way and wreckage and stuff, as like Tarragonathan was telling him to do.
Dying my ass because I'm running, by the way. Just
and because you were able to get the file and you were recognized, but nothing happened, so you're fine.
I'm gone. I'm running that shit, and I'm reading it, and I'm shaping my face back. By the way, while this is that, like, this is a fluid process of exploration and
you're totally out of danger right now, so I'm not even going to make you roll for anything. But we are going to follow up with Nalva, who is chasing after another evergreen hench person. So Nalva, you're chasing after this evergreen staffer, and you see them like sprint through the alley, take a left, take a right, and like basically they end back up at the is there an evergreen compound? There should probably be. If they've got an operation here, they've got a compound. Every good business owner knows you need a compound if you're gonna do stuff. So
you had a compound.
Exactly. Everyone's got a compound. And when you're an earthbender, you can make them so easily. So yeah, like he goes sprinting at this at the evergreen compound on the edge of town, which has like these raised earth walls that were made through earthbending, and like you have no idea what's on the inside, but that's where he's running. And you are now like officially on like the outskirts of town, so there's not anybody else around that you can see.
No witnesses. Excellent. I'd like to fireball.
Oh my god!
All right,
you fucking villain.
I'm not a villain. I'm pure chaos.
So are you trying to hurt this guy or trying to stop him?
I'm just trying to stop him.
No witnesses. The boat will smoke alone. Like, whoa, Jesus Christ.
If you're trying to stop him, then I'm going to actually say that... Actually, you know what? This might be you trying to... I'm just so eager to try out this move, or this rule, which involves using the combat techniques for the rolls instead of as like a move, essentially. Mm-hmm. So go ahead and roll with passion as you try to maybe smash, maybe pressure, maybe strike. It's definitely one.
Gosh, pick one.
It might be all three. You might be trying all three.
I'm not trying to strike him because I can't. I'm not trying to hit him.
That's true. Yeah, strike would be to hurt him. It almost feels like you're trying to pressure him.
Yes.
Into not trying to defend or outmaneuver you away from this place.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Like you're trying to prevent his escape.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I am trying.
These are how riots form. This is literally riots forming in my place.
Yes.
Okay. And then I have passion. It's a 10.
A 10. Okay, yeah. So if I understand how this rule works, I think you just do it. But I can't find it. The one time I want to try to use it. Is it under core moves? Yeah, there it is. let's see. It
I just want to be a good, happy family, Connor. Just like leaving this place and
You'll be able
conforming
to,
together.
maybe, probably. Well, you'll definitely be able to leave. It just depends on what you'll be leaving with. You know what? I can't find it, so I'm gonna say that it works the same way that it would work in a combat exchange, which means that you can actually pick a couple things. You can pick all the things that you would normally pick for successes here. So, yeah, so that means that you can pressure and do something else. So you could smash to try and destroy or destabilize something in the environment, or you could strike a foe. You can do either one of those. Or you can actually do any advance and attack technique that you have in addition to pressure, which is what you're doing now.
Hold up.
So you also have the spiral flare kick, and you also have overwhelm. You can use either one of those.
Excellent. Because I have this wonderful thing where I can I can punch where it matters because he's most vulnerable right now.
Ooh, you could do that.
And so I'm gonna punch him. Not trying to hurt him. I'm just punching him.
Of course, yeah.
So I can get the briefcase.
Exactly. Yeah, you just want to knock the fight out of him. You don't
I
want
just
to
want to
hurt
fold
him.
like a lawn chair.
Yeah. And then you can just put him in your garage and leave him there all winter long. And then when summer comes out, you got to hose him off because he's got all this dirt on him somehow. Because the garage, I guess, just is
accumulates dirt.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So you smash into this guy. He goes down hard, and he looks up, sort of bewildered, and he is going to take. Yeah, I think. Were you going to strike where he was weak to inflict a condition, or were you going to hammer him with blows to mark 2 fatigue?
Oh no! I'm a one-shot girl. Okay, right in the stomach.
One shot.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Then what condition is he gonna mark here?
Love you so much.
Yeah, he's afraid. This hurt, and he's alone, and circumstances are not in his favor right now. He only has one condition to begin with, and that condition is not be afraid. So yeah, he doubles over, and the metal, the heavy metal box, which I think for all intents and purposes is about the size of a toaster. It looks heavy though, right? It's the way he was carrying it, mm-hmm. How you can tell when someone's carrying something if it's heavy or not. He's carrying it like it's heavy, and it goes skittering along the ground, but comes to a very sudden stop because it doesn't move very far. Because it is so heavy. It just sort of slams into the dirt and leaves a big impression in the ground. And he doubles over and sort of wheezing. And he says, "Oh, I didn't deserve that. Oh, who are you?"
Now I'm just gonna bend over and just put her finger on it.
Stop! I can't.
You deserved what I gave you, and then just pick up the case, get rid of the imprint in the dirt because that's obvious, and
go ahead and roll to intimidate. I think this feels like intimidation.
Oh my!
I'm totally fine.
8. Okay. So, yeah. So, he is not going to attack you, but off balance.
He's afraid. Remember that he's very, very afraid.
He can't seize a new position.
Nope.
And he is afraid. Mm-hmm. So he only really has one choice. Yeah, they back down but keep watch. As you're going, he calls out, "I saw your face. I know who you are.
Nelva's gonna turn back around.
Why would you say that out loud?
I'm gonna turn back around and just go, oh, really? And do
Why would you?
2 fire daggers out of like her hand.
That.
Seen that happen. Azula does them. And I would like to come charging at him.
Wait. Look, I don't have to say anything.
And keep your mouth shut.
If you can,
What?
pay me.
What?
Pay you?
Look,
I can't.
I'm just
Your
an
options
employee.
are die or
I'm just an employee, and you don't want to kill me.
The evergreen life is we just trying to
Kill
live.
me. I'm just look. Here's my name tag, and it says Rocky. You don't want to kill your old Rocky? I mean,
They're just college students.
Nelva is gonna be like, so freaking irritated at this moment. Like, it's true. She doesn't want to kill him. How dare you?
But you could.
To
You
ask
could
the
just
person
end Rocky.
to pay
I
you.
can't.
I just look. Just how much ever
I
you
need
think
the
all this
money.
is worth, okay?
I got bills. I
Yeah.
gotta
Oh my
pay.
God. Here.
I'm paying back all these just absolutely absurd student loans. Evergreen said that they were going to compensate me for like the program that I'm in, and they found some loophole where like I'm not in pharmaceutical.
Oh my God!
I'm in
Shut up!
pharmaceutical art, so it's a whole
Can't.
different thing.
Oh, you poor baby.
And so if you
Nelva's
just
gonna just like
whatever you think
Join
all this
us.
is worth.
a small pouch of money and just be like, never let me see your face again. And if you
Deal.
squeak, if you
Deal.
miss or just squeak, I will find you.
You, Scout's honor, you will never hear the name Rocky ever again. I mean, unless
better
you go
not.
to
Really?
any other town.
In the Earth Kingdom?
Yeah.
Mutter.
There's a lot of Rockies actually. You will hear many. This Rocky though, you will never ever meet Rocky Lee ever again.
There's a lot of Lees.
Shoot,
Naruto.
you're right. Okay, I did go to
Naruto
school with
life.
like 4 other Rocky Lees. Okay,
Oh
you
my
will
God!
never.
Evergreen, never evergreen.
Never ever Evergreen meet another Rocky Lee that works for Evergreen Pharmaceuticals. Unless you do, but I promise it won't be me. I promise.
Okay,
Okay.
whatever.
Hey, what's in that box? Because I have no idea. My boss
I
just
don't
told me to.
I don't know either.
Oh, okay.
I'm not telling you.
Okay. That's fair. You gave me the money, so
Get out of my face.
okay. Fire out. Okay. Look, I don't even like to light my birthday candles. Fire. Just
What? Okay, all right.
Now
All
we're
right.
going to take the long way
close.
around to the rendezvous point, just in case he's stupid enough to follow her or something.
yeah, no, when you leave, he's like still on the ground, like still just like holding his stomach, and like every couple of minutes just sort of wheezing a little bit, and he's like, okay, my breath's back. Okay, I can breathe again. Nope. I can't breathe all the way yet.
I anime punched him. It was like right
Yeah.
through the stomach, like
When
like
you
opposite.
punched him, there were just like action lines all over.
Bam!
The background of the scene faded away because all
He
that
spoke up.
feel, the only sensory experience that he was like encapsulated by was that punch. For just that moment, that was all he felt, saw, smelled, heard, and tasted.
He deserved it because he spoke up. Like if you get punched in a certain way and you speak up afterwards, like you deserve whatever you
Deserve
get.
it. And then asked to be paid. Deserve that.
Oh my, that's like a college student that's like, yo, I don't even know if I'm gonna stick with this major. So at this point, I don't care. I'm just gonna
To
go
the
for
professor. That's what that says.
it.
Hey, now Va is the professor and school's in session.
I'm ready. Whatever happens, it's gonna happen. But I need to get paid. So
She is not dealing out detentions to anyone. This is a pass-fail program, and Rocky Lee failed.
You know what? It's a great time for
a break.
Oh, it is a good time for a break, actually.
Why do you have a lighter in that way and saying that? Alexa, turn oral
Time for a
green.
fire break?
Yeah, fire break.
All right, everybody, we're gonna take a 10-minute break. So we will be back to continue our story at 9:36 Eastern time. Thank you guys so much. See you soon.
We're still on air while I change the time. We're alive.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Hey!
It's been a little bit more than 10 minutes. I laid
12
down
minutes.
for a little while, and it was nice.
I got a Kit Kat.
Wait, Connor.
Yes. I am interested in Brendan's Kit Kat, but we can come back to that later. What size is it? Is it like
We're
the
in the
mini?
middle of a very climactic situation.
Fair.
That's what
So, as we open on the group, you all have reconvened back at the rendezvous point. Let's see. So, Bayless has the file. Oh, yeah, Brendan.
I think I
Oh,
still
yeah.
need to get out of the crowd.
That's
somehow,
right. Yeah, you're
so
right. Actually,
I'm gonna
yeah.
try to do something about that.
Yes. Actually, so let's cut back to Mutter then. Yeah, I had forgotten. Okay.
Mutter,
So,
you had a free pass. You had a free pass, Mutter.
I'll just do this real quick. Don't worry about it.
So Mutter,
All
you
right.
had Tarragonathan had basically told you that without the evergreens, the town is nothing. It would be too weak to ever be able to really achieve any sort of greatness. And you, so the only way forward then, without his way, is weakness. That's the only way forward. Is by being weak, essentially.
Oh, I don't like that. I'm gonna do the opposite. Okay, so
I
love
can't.
what? I'm gonna yell to the crowd, addressing the crowd now. Big loud voice. This evergreen just called the town weak. He said that you are nothing without them. I don't think that's right. Do you?
I think. Let's see. Actually, can this be a roll first? Do you have?
Are
do
you
have
using
any...
your moment of balance?
Oh.
Yeah, I'll use my moment of balance. Why not?
Oh shoot. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, I love this even better. So yeah. So go ahead and read your moment of balance off to everyone.
Good idea, Rose.
Yeah. Tell us what happens next.
The pain of the world can be overwhelming, but balance brings peace. You bring everything around you to a stop. Villains, arguments, disaster. And set the world right. Tell the GM how your compassionate actions end a conflict utterly and completely.
Ooh. Oh. Okay.
This is so good for this playbook, this moment.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited right now. Sorry, I'm shutting up.
Okay, so here's what I think. I think this is how it is. I will say to the crowd exactly what I need, and I'll say, "Do you?" And then I'll say, "Now, Tarragonathan, look into your heart, into the deepest corners. Have you no feeling? Have you no compassion for how you have treated this town? Go. Leave. Reevaluate your practices, and then we can discuss your return."
Ooh. Yeah. It's obvious that the crowd is turning against him at this point because he essentially had just done the Hopper speech from A Bug's Life, and you just did the Flick speech in return. And he sees the writing on the wall. The other ants realize that the evergreens, for all that they for all the medicine they provide, they are leeching off of this village, and they're leaving it weaker themselves. And he I think actually for the first time, like when you say look into your heart, is confronted by the fact that, like, as you mentioned earlier, he was letting those kids at the school suffer without that medicine. And he is, you see like doubt rush over his face, and I think he's a big guy and his shoulders slump and sag, and he looks more defeated than anybody who has ever watched him in the professional bending ring has ever seen, right? Like he didn't win every fight. He won a lot of fights, but he didn't win them all. And when he lost, he would get hurt, and he would have to walk out of the ring, kind of in a great deal of pain. He never looked like this, and I think he just sort of quietly says, "You might just be right." And he turns around, and I think the crowd are like, maybe they're like even jeering at him a little, like telling him to leave. Like this, this guy's right. He like the evergreens are just trying to hurt our town and that sort of thing. And I think he just does the sad, slow walk away back towards the evergreen compound. And he I love the idea that maybe he even walks by now and she's like got the box and sort of like hiding it under her arms a little bit, but he doesn't notice because
she's muttering something about Rocky Lee.
he has to go back and think about everything he's done and reevaluate before he can come back. And I think this is when we see the Rulebenders reconvening in between the school and Chunpo's Nana's house.
Okay. And admin is starting to spell out, she's got a plan that she's spelling out for everyone. We've got the clipboard with the dragon egg stuff on it. We've got the box. But can I share our plan and then we open the box? Is that okay, guys?
Yeah.
So we're going to need maybe 1 or 2 people to go to the swamp. Nalva and Mother, does that sound like something you guys could probably handle, getting the dragon egg based on these plans here?
Egg.
Oh, Bayless, you're muted, actually. I can't hear you at all.
All right, let me do this. I'm trying to say that last word. No, I got you. Why would we even do this? Why would you send Mutter and Nava?
Because you and
What
I
do you
have
mean?
other things we need to do. You have a family dispute that you need to settle.
I
And I
need
have
to
a town
settle.
that I. Well, it seems like you do.
Oh, what? Atman, you do realize, like,
Bayless,
Mutter, no, let Atman speak. Don't do this. And I'm looking at Mutter like, Mutter, no.
Who has the file, by the way? The dragon file.
It's just like sitting on the
I
ground.
do.
between us.
I feel
Oh, yeah.
like if we
Well,
were
we're
talking
looking at
about this
We're all
and I was
looking at it
explaining
together.
it, oh, I'm going to say I'm having it.
If it's
I'm
open
gonna
on the
say I'm having
ground,
it.
Mutter, you see photographs like taken at a distance of your tribe in the file.
mm.
I feel like I would have seen that, and I feel like that's what I was saying. Before I would have given them any of this, I would have looked at it first.
Ooh.
If I would not have looked at it first, I would never have given them this
Oh.
data because I would not have been able to look at it.
Oh.
And that's what I was saying when we were running away.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like, hey, look.
Yeah, then you would have. I mean, so then you would have seen that. Like real quick, do you want me to tell you what you saw as you were like glancing through?
Yes, I'm trying to. Yes, because I wouldn't want to share this with the party if I didn't feel like a plan could be formed or like even shared with them.
Your family stole this dragon egg from Mutter's tribe for the exact pharmaceutical reasons that you expect they would, and that is the real reason why they attacked the swamp tribe.
I get it. So like this is the resolution. Like the swamp notes was like me actually using it, but like this is like, oh.
And the file goes on to say that they were in the process of transferring it from their home lab in Republic City to the North Pole, so that they could have their North Pole lab study it when it was lost in the swamp.
So regardless, Bayless, if you want to go look for the swamp egg, you certainly can. But I want to find and mobilize the people of Eagle Rock so they're ready when the reinforcements.
You can do that, Atman, but I feel like when I'm trying to think about this as a whole, when we are going to the swamp to try to determine how they're going to use the dragon egg and search for the dragon egg, I would have the most expertise.
Yeah, sure, then go.
I don't think you would.
I'm not. You have a good plan. Just Mutter. It ain't about you. It ain't about you, Nava. I'm looking at Admin.
Hold on. Time out. X card, guys. Hold on. Like, for real, time out. We should all be working together, and I don't want anybody telling each other to shut up. That's not okay with me. I'm X card.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I would be like, okay, we would go through the scene. You would say that I would say, all right, look.
Like, Mutter, I just feel like that's like devaluing.
I know. I'm reversing it. So I'm going back into that moment where I was literally shutting them up, right? And I'm X-carding that. So, Mutter, Nava, look, what I want to hear is like Atman's like statement on this topic. Because like I don't want to deal with my family. I don't. Like, I will, because that is a good ass plan, but you literally put me in the point of like dealing with my stupid ass cousin that I could be dealt with. Like, I don't think I can actually just beat them outright. I don't think you understand. Like, I'm actually pretty weak. I need like time, and you're putting me in this situation to deal with my cousin, and I'm going to deal with it because it's a good ass plan. You're right. Mutter does have swamp bending now. If there was something that was relevant to water,
Mutter, yes. would you have shared that that like you saw Tarragonathan have a change of heart, like in that moment?
I mean, I was about to, yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't have heard it. So like I'm going off of like the feel like Mutter literally is a swamp bender and Nava is a firebender. So I'm like, it does make sense. Like if they were going into like this, and like I wouldn't even be relevant. So like even if they saw my face or XYZ, I wouldn't be. But like I'm saying in this moment, I'm like,
I do want to clarify. So Bayless hasn't shared the information about the swamp dragon egg, right? And
Oh, sorry, I have a box.
yeah,
What's in the box?
do you open it?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Can we figure out what order we're doing things in? Because I'm getting lost. Like I rose. And
Yeah, I'm getting
Yeah.
lost too.
So okay. So you all have reconvened.
Yeah. I thought we
You
were
all
all
have
looking at
your
the plans
respective-
together, but Bayless is keeping them hidden.
So Bayless hasn't.
No, I literally was going in the order of what was explained. So, like you were saying, the plan of us separating to do the bit, right? And I was like, okay, we're just separating to do the bit. And you said, okay, I'm going to go talk to the people. These people are going to go do this. And in that moment, I'm like, Bayless was like, why are they doing this swamp excursion? But I get it. But, like, you do realize, like, I wasn't in that conversation. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying as Bayless, yes, you're saying it makes sense. We would separate to do the things. And I'm like, as you explain the separating to do the things, Bayless is like, you separate me to do this? I don't want to deal with that guy.
Okay, I got it
So
now.
okay.
I got it now.
So
Well, Bayless, if you don't want to deal with your family, we don't have to deal with them right now.
And that's why
But-
he was like,
But
It does-
Bayless, I think now might be your perfect opportunity. Tarragonathan just had a moment in the square. I think he may have either realized where he went wrong, or
are you talking
Or
about
maybe-
the same
maybe-
person? I don't know who you saw, but like when I was dealing with my cousin that I've experienced, you know, like-
Tarragonathan. I spoke with Tarragonathan in the
I
square.
saw it too, Bayless. He looked. I think the only way to
Defeated.
really describe it is exactly.
You do realize I was like running from a building where they were giving like terrorist demands, and I got the clipboard, and that's why we're here.
I can
I
be
was
very
trying not-
persuasive.
It's true.
Okay, I believe you. Keep going. What? Okay. All right. So
So
You
if
talked
you
to
want
my cousin.
if you want to do it, now might be the perfect time. If you don't, then you are welcome to come with Nalvan and I to the swamp.
no, what I'm saying. You're right. No, I think that's actually a good point because I did see that someone saw my face, and I realized like they got some of it. But like if you all do this, no matter what happens, they won't. There's no like real correlation if they don't know who you are. It makes sense. But what I'm saying is that I thought we were going to do one thing to like deal with this all, and I get thrown into the fighting pit with my fighting cousin. You get that? Like, I understand. Like, I do care about my.
I wasn't intending to do that, Bayless. I'm sorry. You don't have to jump into any fighting pit that you don't want to.
But you made a whole
Yeah.
good plan. You did. So I'm gonna take it into account that you did make a good plan, Atman, and that's why I'm saying I'm not bad about this. But in the future, when I'm trying to be a good civility, community person, I just want to let you all know, like, if I
will
die,
remind you all that like you have not like counted all your resources before making your plan yet. So right now inside that dragon file is also like all of the areas that they haven't looked for the dragon egg, which there aren't many. There's like 3 spots. Now Va, if you peeked into that box, you would have seen what looks like maybe the most complicated radio you've ever seen in your entire life. And yeah, I think that's all the resources still. That's like, so just like in the terms of like making a plan, there are a lot of resources that were unaccounted for in the initial.
and that's why I'm like, okay. And then now, and I didn't want to like bring this up like in this weird awkward context of like, I'm sorry, Mother. I keep telling you I'm sorry. And like I try to like not just bring this up randomly in our conversations as we try to like move forward, but like my family, and I would just explain the whole dragon egg situation to him. And I'm doing this in like the most caveat kind of way of like, we did the thing that you thought was bad. I thought it was bad, but it was even worse because we did this other thing on top of
Bayless,
the
you're
first
right.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be like, I didn't want to just bring that up in the plans just yet, or like talk about it, but like it makes sense that we're doing it this way because I feel like.
All right, so
how does Mutter react?
Bayless, I'm confused. Do you want to go fight Tarragonathan or not? I feel like that's the
I
only
am.
decision we
I
have to
feel
make
like
right
it's literally you. Are you not getting what I was saying from this problem? Like as I was having it, right? I didn't want to go face my family to deal with this thing, right? Because like I don't even like Tarragonathan as like a standard thing. As like even if we weren't like fighting for like the good of everyone involved here, but like Tarragonathan is shit. Like I wish I was joking, but I'm not. But on top of that, like we did bad shit. So like I feel like it's like one of those honorable things
I know.
for me to do this.
I know. I have seen it firsthand. I was there when this happened. I didn't know they
I forgot
stole
about
some
that.
dragon egg. I didn't even know that was something my people were protecting, but
And I feel like this is
and
my
now we have
moment
to go
not
get it
be
back.
in this moment.
So let's focus on that, okay?
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like this is my moment to like be in you in the swamp, getting the swamp egg. So that's and now, like I said, now Va is like a perfect balance to that mission. And
Cool,
I
so
looked
then
at him and I'm like,
So then
it's a good
who
plan.
Bayless, so if you want to go fight Tarragonathan, go for
I
it.
don't want to go fight Tarragon. I don't want
Okay,
to.
then come with Nalva and I to the swamp.
I can't.
Let's
Look,
open up the box.
I'm gonna go fight Tarragon again. Fine. But like what I'm telling you all right now, because I don't want to. It's a good plan. We should keep with it. But
Well,
like
here's the thing, like Bayless doesn't have to go fight Tarragonathan, and I don't think anybody's going to make Bayless do that. So, like, I don't even think that that's like even on the table unless Bayless wants to, right?
I feel like it's more like a deter anything coming towards our situation. And I'm gonna say I'm willing to do that because in the terms of what we discussed so far, Bayless is saying it's like shit. Everyone's gonna be doing stuff, and I'm being the diversion from like the big guy. And I get it. It's
yeah, but here's the thing: Tarragonathan's not a threat to the group anymore.
But like, I don't think as a person in this world, Bayless would be like.
So Bayless doesn't get that, right? Like, so like out of character, right? Bayless doesn't get that Tarragonathan isn't a threat anymore. He still thinks that Tarragonathan is a threat, right? Is that what I'm kind of like getting?
Yes.
Okay, but he is a threat that Bayless does not want to face.
But he understands in this moment of moving forward, if he has his party members search for the egg, and Rose is literally doing the good shit about like
so then what does Bayless want to do
to help the party? So he's like, I'll deal with Tarragonathan, and that's what he's saying. It's like that moment when you're like, you got to deal with it.
Okay, so then Bayless is going to go talk to Tarragonathan.
Yes.
Okay.
But
okay.
Like,
that's all. That's all we need.
Fight because like Bayless is like, no matter what's gonna happen, you're all acting like it's all good, it's all great. But then when I go and speak to Tarragonathan, we have like 2 sentences back and forth, and like I'm a bloody mess on the sidewalk. You're like, what happened? He was so cool. He was so. What?
Wait, I think we get it. I think we get that you're doing it for us.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that's what's happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, unless I am misunderstanding, because I might be, but I don't.
I want a goddamn bonus. All right, but keep going.
Wait. So, okay. So, Bayless is going to go.
I'm going to do. Yes, I'm going to do that, Connor.
Okay.
Before you do that, before you go, Bayless, let's open up the box and see what we got in there.
Yeah. Bayless, you recognize this as an encrypted communication device that goes straight to your grandmother.
Like I decrypted.
Huh?
I
Well,
would
it's
decrypt them like.
it's encrypted in the sense that like Tarragonathan isn't like an encryption specialist, right? He's a guy who can like turn on a machine and talk into a microphone. So it's a two-way radio that like nobody else could receive the transmissions of. So you don't need to encrypt it because you've got it's like
No,
any
I'm saying decrypt. So I'm telling all the party what this means in real
yeah,
time.
yeah.
So like, if I see this, I'm like, Nava, why the fuck do you have that? Why? How did you get
Beat up
that?
a man for it. It doesn't make sense.
Why did what?
It was really annoying. I had to pay him off.
Nava, did they see your face? What? You paid them off?
It's just, it was It was horrible.
Wait, who was
I've
it?
never had someone.
No, Mutter.
ask
You don't
for
get to
money.
ask questions. Nava, I
was it?
understand. You asked me money. All right, cool. All right,
Like,
and I
literally,
would.
just so annoying. Like I'm fire bending towards his face, and he's just like, "But if you just paid me off, I would go."
And you paid him off?
Yeah, I didn't have a choice. It was either gonna kill him. I didn't actually want to kill him. I just wanted to beat him within an inch of his life.
I believe you. We're
And he
good.
called your
We're good. And I would still exert what is in this package if I could, if Noval showed us. And I'm like, all right, this is what this means.
Okay.
See what I
feel
had
like
to.
we can use this somehow.
Yes. Perhaps we should save it, and we can put it on the. I'll put it on the boat, and once we deal with everything in Eagle Rock, we can use that to track down the heart of the organization, so we can ultimately take it down. But right now, I want to focus on Eagle Rock because I have a debt to repay.
Should I put him anywhere? Like I think I can like talk him anywhere I want. Like if I.
Should
No.
just tell him to just go fuck himself.
No, that's not how this works, Rose. That's why I'm having the issue that I'm having right now with this whole. All
Just
right,
punch him till he's.
that's not how this works. You dumb mother lovers.
I mean, it
I'm
could
saying,
be.
So okay, so
And let's just
I'm
ignore
confused.
Tarragonathan. Let's just forget about Tarragonathan, maybe.
I'm gonna talk to Tarragonathan. All right, we have
Okay.
done the bit.
You do whatever you want with Derek
okay,
Godwin.
so where are we cutting to next? So if we cut to the swamp, who all will be there?
I will be there.
Okay, so
Now, Va, you will also be there, right?
Yes, I too will
Good.
be there.
okay, so now Va and Mutter are going to the swamp. You have the map in your hands that Tarragonathan was like. It's a grid, right? And it's all like X's across like several areas. But as I mentioned before, there are like 3 spots on this map that have not been searched yet. And as you go through and search for them, like what do you do? What do you do to search these areas?
Well, a dragon is an NPC, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and use my move Call from Afar
Ooh, okay. I like it.
to reach out
You
in
want to hatch a
to
fucking
reach out
dragon
to-
egg? I love it.
Stop.
I'm gonna reach out to the spirit within the dragon egg.
Yes. Yes.
Oh
you are.
my
I
gosh.
love this idea.
Ah.
This is very good.
That's a 6.
oh no,
That's
you're
a 6 and 12.
Oh dang!
Plus
You got
harmony
me.
is a 14.
Yeah,
Jeez,
I thought you meant
okay.
you got a 6, and I was very upset.
You got me good.
No, I only have 1d6, so I'm rolling it twice.
Rude.
Okay. So, on a hit, your message gets through to them. Choose one. On a 10 plus, it's loud and clear. You get to choose 2 options.
Okay.
What options do you pick? I love this.
Okay. So these are not as helpful as I had hoped.
I was about to
Well,
say.
here's the thing. I'm going to abstract the answers to make sense within the context, right?
Yeah.
So, like,
Okay.
you won't literally like whisper a question to them. You're reaching out to them through like the spirit realm and like connecting to their spirit. Is how
So I
would-
really like this. When you cry for help, they hear you and rush to your location.
I've got an idea for that.
Oh my god.
So,
Oh.
and it might be my favorite one actually, but
Yeah, so I'm going to use you whisper a question to them, they whisper an answer back, and you cry for help, they hear you and rush to your location. So, okay.
awesome.
Now, okay. But as we get to, the edge of this swamp,
Oh no.
reach up to Naba and say, Naba, this is about to look weird, but you've seen me do this before. And I sit down on the ground, and I reach out to the vines around me, and I draw them into a circular pattern around me, and I cover them with mud, with my bending. So there's a big circle of vines and mud around me, and I plunge my hands deep into the mud, and under my breath you hear, "Hello, little baby dragon. This is Mutter. You may recognize my accent, and you would definitely know some of my family. I am here to help. I'm here to take you to safety. Please help us find you."
Oh yeah, and I think you see a spot in the swamp where the water begins to bubble and boil, and as it does, something comes floating to the top, and it is this swamp dragon egg.
Hey, egg.
And
Heck yeah.
as it's doing that, you see cracks begin to form in the surface of this egg.
Dingleberg.
Because what it says in the file is that they have tried to incubate this egg for as long as they have had it, and they have never been able to get it to hatch. But every mysticist that they brought in said that this is a live dragon egg. And the Evergreens had no idea why it was not hatching, They never put it into a swamp. That's why it's a swamp dragon egg, is because it can only be hatched in a swamp by a swamp bender. Which is usually another swamp dragon, by the way, but like also, yeah.
Right, but
Yeah.
also me.
But you called to it, and it's answering, and this swamp dragon hatches out of it.
Neva, this is normal. Don't just be calm.
Oh my god, stop.
Nelva's in the background like,
This is very standard stuff here, and I'm not nervous at all.
It flies over to you, and yeah,
Hello.
yeah. Like I think it's about the size of like how like the egg is, like a pretty basketball-sized egg. So it's about big enough that it was able to fit in there, right?
Oh my god. I can't.
I can say a desk.
And yeah, like I think
Stop.
like flies over and lands right on your shoulder and just kind of like nuzzles its little swamp dragon muzzle into your shoulder there a little bit.
That's big. That's smaller than a desk.
Hello, wise dragon.
Nelva's so
How shall we address you?
wise dragon.
Yeah.
Like
So-
2 hours old.
I was like, they just got bored.
So
Dragons are the original benders, okay?
Yeah, I think that you're still talking to it on you're communicating with it on two levels, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that it does not know its name.
Oh, you can name it. Name it Bayless.
Mutter
Or after
Junior.
some seasoning. Oh my god.
Oh no, we are not naming it Mutter Jr.
I was like, I would
love
fight you
Mutter
every
Jr.
day.
I will name him
Let's fight
Swampy
you.
before I name him Mutter Jr.
Oh, Swampy's good
Swampy.
too. God dang it, Swampy is good too.
All right, we will
Awful.
find you a
It's
name.
so awful, Aspen.
For now, we will call you Swampy.
Yeah, I think that Swampy likes that. And yeah, I think that is when we're going to cut back to Bayless and Atman. Atman, I assume you went with Bayless to the Evergreen compound? No.
That was not my plan.
Oh,
I know, we literally talked
interesting.
about this.
Oh yeah.
We're-
Oh, that's right. Okay.
we're
Yeah, I
gonna
forgot. Look, I forgot. Okay, so
It's okay. Atman.
we will cut to Bayless at the Evergreen compound. Yeah, it's just, like the standard Evergreen compound design, right? Like this is something that they teach every Evergreen how to make in the event of an emergency. Like you can do it with 3 stomps, probably, is kind of the strength of it, is that it doesn't take a lot of work. It's very structurally sound.
It's a satellite.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. It's like a instant satellite office for the Evergreen Corporation. This one, like, doesn't have any of the standard Evergreen employees working at it. It looks like this one's pretty vacated now. You don't find jobs posted. You don't find. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I think the door's open, like because it is walled up, right? But the gate is open and like nobody calls back.
All right, any supplies that I can see in the area for my...
Just the standard stuff, right? Like
I'm taking
everything
it.
you need to run a satellite office, essentially.
I'm taking it. I'm taking all the office supplies and all the shit and
Evergreen
for us.
branded like paper.
There. Very fine.
As you're going through these supplies, you find Tarragonathan kind of slumped in a corner, and he I think he's been crying. Like you can tell.
So what I'm doing is I'm like doing the whole mouth thing where it's like going and making a mouth against the wall to like spit all the things that I can see into like a thing where I'm gonna later get all of it, but like, and as I'm doing that, I'm like, Tarragonathan, Terra Nugget, what's going on? What's this?
He like swallows because like his mouth is super dry, and he says, Bayless, am I a bad person?
Oh, it's one of these. Oh, I do the face mint thing, and I just go back to Bayless. All right, Tarragonathan, look, there's been a lot of things going on in my life right now. A lot. Like I'm seething
too.
right now.
I've been thinking about things, and
No, but you're thinking about things isn't the same. But I want to be here for you, but I want to make sure I can get everything into where I feel like I could like poop, pew, and like they shoot out towards a specified direction, and I get it. All right, cool. Terra Nugget, what? Why are you doing this? What are you doing here?
do you know why I have this scar over my eye?
No, I don't.
I told everybody it happened in the ring, right?
You keep yeah, and that's what I meant. Like you keep telling these goddamn stories,
It
and
was
like
a lie.
I get it.
I did not. I mean, it's covers most of my face, where most of the safety equipment covers. Even nobody ever asked. Nobody pressed further. It's just a lie I told.
You seem very proud of
more
it,
important.
though, when you were telling it to everyone that you told it to, and you kept putting me down when you kept saying the same thing about like your strength and like
Yep.
playing the games.
I
and,
did
like,
do that. I was always trying to turn my weaknesses into strengths, and I was still never strong enough. I was still never grandmother's favorite. You know that, right?
But no, stop that shit. I'm sorry, Terragonathan. I know you're into motion. Terragonathan, look. You aren't weak. I'm scared to fight you one-on-one. Like I feel like I would have to do some really like horrific stuff to try to beat you. And I don't want to do that to my cousin. You got that? Like I don't.
You're so weak. Then why were you always her favorite?
Because I think like the way I do. And I like shuffle through more supplies. I'm like, look, Terror Nugget. Is there a name that I can call you that isn't like pretentious and like I can like what is your actual name? I actually never.
No, my parents did name me Terragonathan. They were listening to grandmother. She wanted it, and they named me that, and that's that.
Is there a better name that I can name you? Because I feel like a lot of that is a generational trauma that I'm trying
In
to
the
work
ring, they
through.
always called me Terry.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
I listen to that, but that's not bad, Terry. Terry sounds like a good name that I could actually call you. So nice to meet you, Terry. What did? You aren't going to fight me, right? We aren't fighting or anything.
I couldn't beat you if I wanted to. Not according to her.
I'm gonna like deface that. You could probably kick my ass. I'm not that strong. I'm actually pretty weak. All my shit is in strategy and like planning ahead and talking to people and trying to get things through. Terry, how can I help you? Like, yeah, I feel like you're down right now. I'm trying to like save the world and shit, but like I know when it gets rough, no one's really there for you. So I'm willing to be there for you now. And I know that's very rare. I love you. You're still my family, right? So like don't kill me. I won't kill you. You have my social bond until you start trying to kill me. You know,
Go
we're in
ahead
this
and
together.
roll to guide and comfort. That's plus harmony, by the way. You might have a different move for that, though. I can't remember.
Oh,
Was
for like
it-
talking to an NPC?
Yeah.
Wait.
Hold on. No. Maybe I might
Judging
be.
a rival.
I thought
Do
it
I
was what
consider
Wait
them a
and Look
rival?
was, but I don't think. I don't think you do have one. I think. Yeah, I think It's just.
I don't consider them a rival. I think if I was doing this, I'm not trying to beat them, so I'm gonna just do the roll.
I think it's just a harmony roll.
That's just gonna be a 6 and a 3, 9 plus
Okay.
0. So that is a
On a hit, they embrace your guidance and comfort. They may clear a condition or 2 fatigue, and you may ask one question they must answer honestly.
I'm gonna ask.
So I'll set you up. So after you just said what you said, Terragonathan says, "To be honest, cousin, I think it kind of just helps to know that you care."
What?
I mean, look at the evergreens. We're not exactly very well bonded. It's kind of a competitive atmosphere amongst the family.
It's really Terragonathan.
You were always spared the indignities of being one of the lower tier, but not everyone was as talented as you are. And so, for the rest of us, we had to find our way ahead any way that we could. But it was never through kindness or empathy.
Sir Jonathan, I understand. You've been through a lot. Because it's not just us and like what we're going through, like me and you. It's like what we're going through versus the world. There's apparently, and I just learned about this, a very bad perception about how we influence the choices that are on this world. And it's affecting our name, right?
Yeah, I read
And
that dragon file. You know, we slaughtered that tribe.
why did you
I didn't do
We're
that.
not
I
talking
was,
about that. No, Terry,
I was
Terry,
8
not,
when it happened.
Terry, Terry.
I mean,
Look,
you were
I'm trying
3.
to.
Like,
Yeah, I
neither
know,
one
and
of us was
I
responsible.
am literally traveling with someone who was in that, like that whole situation. Like you read it on paper, and then like you actually see someone that you're traveling with in flesh and blood talk about how they went through that paper event. You know how weird that is? And I'm not saying weird, and I hope Mother can't like hear this spiritually, but like I feel like when you you go through that moment where you realize people have lived through the atrocities that we've done, it's not the same as us going through what we're doing in our family lives. And I say lives because you know how many of us are. You know how many goddamn evergreens there are. You do.
yeah,
I know I'm part of the main line. I get it. But like at the same time, there's been some shitty mainliners. All right. There's been some shitty ass mainliners that have been lost to fucking progeny. And I I don't get how fucked up we've gotten to the point where people on the street hear our name and they're this is like this weird angry, this weird sadness. I'm not about that. And even though I've been privileged to be like in the main line, shut the fuck up, Terry. Shut the fuck up. I will beat you. Like I know I can't actually beat you, but I will come back from the dead. I will go through hell just to beat you in your life. For you not to say that again. Um you aren't that bad, are you? I always thought you were a shithead. I really did. But like we're just you just got to be the best person you can be.
I always thought that being the best meant being the strongest.
No, see, I said that and I realized it was in the
No, I
family.
understand now that
Yeah,
I was wrong.
yeah, I know. Yes, Terry,
I'm
but
speaking
like
to that
I've been with
villager.
other people outside of the family. When you're outside of the family and you actually talk with people that aren't forced to be your friend, aren't paid by your family, aren't scared of your name, it allows you to grow. And I think if we just like stop doing like the evergreen name and just do the evergreen thing, I think everyone would be more on par. I literally was showing my friends, by the way, I know like you won't even care about. I showed my friends how to heal their broken bones and they rejected it because I was an evergreen. That blew my mind. I was like, if you are literally in pain, we we slid down this like slide thing, earth bending, ice bending, wind propulsion. It was really fast. They hurt themselves, and I was like, you can heal yourselves by just literally doing one thing. Um, but Terry, we're trying to do good here. I'm gonna keep doing good. I'm gonna leave you now. Is there anything else that I can help you with, or like move you forward with your spiritual journey? We're looking for a swamp dragon and like some other stuff to like help us against my grandmother. Your, the, you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
grandmother. I mean, I'm the sibling of a it's a you saw the diagram. It's hanging on the tapestry in her, office. But look, I do have one thing. I wasn't able to find the egg, but I was able to find that other thing that she contacted me about on the radio. And he reaches into his back pocket and hands you a leather pouch. About the size of 2 wallets stacked on top of each other.
I was like, two punkets.
Bigger than this, just slightly bigger than this cell phone.
Okay. All right. What is this? There's so many things that
The file called it Artifact 1, I think. It's some sort of broken bracelet. Grandmother said it was very important. I lost my radio, but if you find that, then I suppose you could ask her why. But she didn't tell me.
I don't really want to talk to grandma. You know that, right? Like that's like obvious. But where did you lose your radio?
I sent my employee Rocky Lee away with it earlier, and well, I got back to the compound and nobody's here. So it appears that, like you said, our name is a little poisonous because nobody wanted to stick around, I suppose.
They will if we do do better. And I'm not talking about like the old names, but like if the new evergreens, I'm not going to change my name. I do like actually evergreen.
It's a nice name. Better, green is a nice color.
It really is, right? Yes. Like thank you. But like we will do better so that the future doesn't look at our past and judge our present. So I'm gonna leave you. If you need me, do you need my like number or my seed number so like you can like earthbend towards me or something? Do you need that?
That would be
no.
nice.
I'm just gonna give it to you. I feel like if I presented that to you, but it was weird, so I'm gonna give you this to you. You can just send me information if you want to, and I can send you information. Here you go.
I probably won't be useful for a while. I think I'm going to follow your path a little bit and maybe break away from the family for a little bit.
You should do better. You know, evergreen, better green, but don't call yourself better green. It's fine.
Yeah, that actually does sound awful.
No, Terror Nugget. I mean Terry.
I want to support you as my cousin, but that was a bad one. But I am very grateful for the fact that you can.
Tell your mother I hope that she lives the best life that she can live, and your father as well. If they're still existing, I haven't talked to you in a while. Bye. Love you. And I like literally turn away, and I'm like, all right, all this shit. All right, cool. All
right, and then we can cut over to admin.
We see admin kind of like walking the street. I'm assuming it's getting late, like
yeah.
Nighttime. Can it be nighttime?
It can.
I'd like to move up the timeline so that it seems like the dawn is approaching.
Well, yeah, because like they all went and like they had to walk far. Both groups had to walk far. Yeah. So yeah.
So she's walking through the town. She's looking for when you go looking for it, I have a move around here somewhere.
Yes.
When you go looking for help from an old friend in the area whom you haven't seen recently, name them and roll harmony.
Ooh.
Nice.
So what's their name?
Yeah, that's a lot.
I think there was a young girl who was a child when I first was here, like a very, very young girl, who everyone, whenever we raided this town, whenever Taniwa and admin raided this town, the girl, like admin did some, like maybe we get like a flashback of admin like finding like a sopping wet doll after she crashed a wave over something, and she's like, no, but like that wasn't why I was here. It wasn't to take things from these people. It was just to show them who has the power. I want to give this back. So then she spent like hours finding this girl to give her back her sopping wet doll. And the girl's name was
while you're coming up with something, I want to say,
well, maybe it was the girl, maybe it's that grandma.
You think maybe it
that would be good.
Chunpo's Nana?
Yeah, I thought it would be Chunpo, and then I was like, oh.
But I'm hoping. So what I'm doing is I'm hoping that I can find and remind her of that, because we did not start off on a good foot, but I'm hoping that I can like jog that memory for her.
Yes.
And then I'm assuming, and correct me if I'm wrong, team, I'm assuming that we gave Atman the paperwork about the fire dragon because we were going to use that to incite rebellion.
Yes.
About the
Right.
fire
It was
dragon.
the
I'm sure
separation
that
of
like
black.
because
Yes.
it was a pretty hefty file. You can split the parts up that like Mutter needed this
Yeah.
part and Atman needed this
Basically,
part.
I just want the evidence that they massacred the swamp people.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh my god, that sounds so bad.
Because it was
It is bad.
Yeah, it was
I mean,
bad.
it's pretty bad.
You're like, hey, this sheet right
It
here,
doesn't sound bad. It is bad.
It is.
It
I
feels
agree.
bad. It smells
Yeah.
bad. It tastes bad, and it looks bad. It's all it's bad to every
Genocide is
all
bad.
5 senses.
Evergreenly, it's bad.
Yeah, anyway, so I'm looking for her.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll your move then. That is what is that? Harmony. Oh shoot. Okay, interesting. Well, your harmony's not bad, right? Yeah, you have +1 harmony.
I'll assist if it needs to be because I feel like you
I got
just
an
jinxed
8.
it.
Ooh, an 8.
Oh, never mind.
I think
Honest
I'm going to pick that
assignment.
they aren't caught up in their own problems as the option that is not the case.
Ooh. Okay, so I think
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm going to pick. Yeah. Because I think I do owe her an apology.
yeah. Here's what I think. Because I think she did know that Atman helped murder her family.
Yes, sure did.
But
This is
the
a
woman who
terrible
returned her doll was like in this like right now was also standing in the shadows, and she never put together the fact that they were the same person. And I think like in that moment, Atman was very kind and caring, and maybe for the first time, like we saw the cracks forming in her frozen heart, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so like whatever it was that Atman said to Tashi when she was a child was something that she carried with her because it did help. I don't know what it was, and maybe we don't even have to say because I don't
That's
know.
good.
I can say we can. Do you want to RP this backstory? Do you want to
Oh.
RP this
Always.
flashback
Bro,
in the
yeah.
comments?
Ooh.
You know what Atman said? Then absolutely.
Oh,
What?
absolutely.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Absolutely.
god.
So she gives her the doll.
Yeah, and she's
in the
like
shadows.
knee high,
something
right?
right.
Well, a little taller than that. She's like mid thigh, I guess. I don't know. She's a little girl, right? She's like 6.
And I say, is this yours?
And she looks up and you see like her tear-streaked face like in their like in the light of the moon, right? And she just nods her head and says, "Uh-huh."
Did somebody take it away from you?
And she just nods her head again.
And Atman kind of like kneels down and maybe sees her face to face, but it's still kind of cloaked by shadow, and she says, "Don't you ever let anyone take anything away from you ever again."
Yeah, I love that because that is exactly how she lived her life, by the way.
I know, right? We love it. Full
So
circle.
good. Yes.
Full
Okay.
circle, baby.
Yeah.
And now we see Atman knocking on the door of her house again.
Yep.
I can't.
And as Nanatashi answers the door, I think because like she's old and it's late, she's hunched over a little. She's not standing as straight as she does earlier in the day. Like when you saw her yesterday, right? And she looks much smaller and much more frail. And as she's looking up at you, she sees the figure that she saw 100 years ago with her face wreathed in shadows and telling her to never let anyone take anything ever again. And in that moment, she puts together that you are the same person that also took her family from her. And I think she, like, because she'd already forgiven you for that. But she hadn't forgiven the girl that had given her the doll. And like you kind of see a moment where she's putting it all together and she's realizing that every principle that she'd ever adhered to came from the one person that she had sworn revenge against, and she doesn't know how to reconcile those two. And so you see this intense moment of vulnerability. What do you do?
That was good, Rose.
And this might be the final moment of our episode here, because I think Admin's going to say, I know you're probably thinking and feeling a lot of things right now. And I could say sorry a million times and it would never be good enough for the harm that I've inflicted on your people. But I think I might have a way to make it up to you. Not just you, even, to all of Eagle Rock, and make sure that they never get taken advantage of again. Have you ever started a rebellion before?
Ooh. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's very good. Yeah, I think that's where it can like fade to black. And I do think that as the credits of the episode roll, right, we see the Avatar ship sailing away from Eagle Rock, with all four of you on board.
Oh, right, yeah, because we did all the things.
Yeah, you did all the things.
Okay, all right, we do all the. All right, I'm like, excuse me.
Well, we're fast forwarding a little bit because this was the season 2 season finale, right? So we're fast forwarding a bit, but yeah, we see like the resolute people of Eagle Rock staring back as the Evergreen forces arrive, only to be turned away. Because standing at the front of the line there is Nanatashi. We see, dressed in like her full like Earth Monk battle regalia. We see Chunpo trying his best to kind of airbend. And then we see Miss Toko not wearing her Onyx Osprey costume anymore, and like standing menacingly while also like protectively over her city, her village, and the rest of the residents of Eagle Rock behind all of them as they resolve themselves to drive the Evergreens away. And without the leadership of Tarragonathan, I think they do just go away, and that's that. And then they have the file that you gave them, and I think maybe they're like getting ready to send Chunpo back to Republic City with it. And that's the end of season 2, y'all. Does that sound pretty good?
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. We ran a little over, so we're gonna skip plugs tonight.
Oh yeah.
But just keep an eye on the Quelmar channel. There's lots of great things happening. I'm pretty sure there's things happening every night of the week. So keep an eye on that Twitter channel, on that Facebook page, on that Discord, and you can learn all about the other cool projects that are going on.
When I was on the wiki a couple nights ago, I saw that there's like a Google Calendar, and yeah, I think it's like every night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And regardless of whether you're joining us for the first time or the final time, just remember to keep rolling the dice.
Keep rolling the dice.